was June of 1993.
I was at the time attending Brock. I was in my second year.
3 people in the course of a week that said, hey, have you tried Westburn? You should try Westburn.
We had just moved from the U.S. and we were part of an Alliance church there, so we were looking for a church in the same denomination.
I've been a part of Westburn probably for about 45 years.
We found out where it was.
We showed up at the school.
And it was like a crypt.
We didn't know where we were.
It was dark.
It was a big school, so we had wandering the halls, and
there was nobody there.
I had a guy named Rykert come and find me.
And he came running to tell us, oh, the service is in the gym downstairs.
I remember it was 1987, I believe.
My wife was coming to Westburn, and I was concerned because I thought it might be a cult.
It was refreshing. I just really enjoyed the service. I enjoyed the worship music and the whole atmosphere of the church.
To her amazement, I agreed to come to a Sunday service.
Came here, we found it very loving. It was like coming home.
Me and my boyfriend Chris.
We walked to church. It was a Sunday evening.
We were really impressed with the friendliness of the church and the people.
Greeted by really nice people here, so very friendly.
And during the Sunday service, there was a pastor, his name was Reynolds or something of that nature.
You know, that was a very warm reception, and we felt very comfortable walking into the church.
And he gave this stirring sermon on hospitality.
It must have been very welcoming for us and our children, because there was never any doubt that we would return.
It was exciting, but I was also nervous.
And during the sermon, Brian Reynolds, that was his name, Brian Reynolds.
The friends I made here are really cool.
God's love and his arms wrapped around us.
He did a pretty good job, and he convinced me that hospitality was indeed an important thing.
I instantly felt at home. I felt welcomed by everyone. It had felt like I had been here for years, even though it was like a first day.
After the service, we were greeted by a number of folks, and we ended up going out for coffee with 2 or 3.
The people are really nice. Sunday school is really fun.
We were building a church in a vacant part of the city. It felt a little detached, and much to our surprise, the community came to the church.
In the early days, we had a church softball team, and we played in a league with other churches. However, we may have been a tad too competitive, and we probably needed some extra sanctification after each game.
The Christmas services last year, when we all had been given wooden ornaments, and we wrote the names of people on the back of them that we were praying for, and then we all got to come up as a church community and put them on the Christmas tree at the front of the room.
Well, I go back to Brian Reynolds. He came in at a time when our church was really struggling after losing our first pastor. He and I met one-on-one because I'd had a relationship with that pastor, and I was really struggling, and I thank God for him because he helped me a lot.
Times where we'd stay for a meal afterwards, and
The dedication of our kids.
Pastor Mo just really took us under his wing, encouraged us through the licensing process.
That the Lord gave Bob and me and our daughter Debbie and our granddaughter Brittany the opportunity to serve with Vacation Bible School.
We really enjoyed the preaching.
the preaching was wonderful.
And the gospel is not compromised.
Brian Campbell was an awesome mentor. He led by example, and he was always enthusiastic about the next steps and looking forward.
50-50 group was a wonderful time, and
Coming back to Westburn after being in Cambodia was weird. We lost our identity. We were no longer IWs. Kyle, he talked about how you have to herd the oxen and you have to, protect them as they come back.
I look more and more forward to Sunday. It is my favorite day of the week. I truly can't wait.